So, I went live. And then some Purge vessels showed up. And they attacked from the one direction one of the ice admirals was moving through. So we finally lost a ship to the Purge. And it was one of the ice admirals. Which is upsetting. Not quite as upsetting as learning that apparently there's a little bit of shrapnel fragmentation that can pass through the shields and the glass. Because I was standing here and got killed by Purge Gatling guns inside the shield. The shield didn't fail. Shield's still been up. Just a little bit of shrapnel pass through, apparently. So, yeah. Things. The Purge has held stable-ish in the low 600s. I'm still not... Let's try this out a little bit. I'm still not sure if the issue is that they've broken the system ship tracker, right? And so the number that's shown here is inaccurate, and they're not actually making more ships, and there's a finite number, and eventually it'll fall to zero and they'll be gone. Or if it's accurate and they're making more of themselves, and they're trying to get to that cap point. So, you know, we'll find out at some point. But things have been done. Let's just top this off for a minute. Things. I went on an ice run. It was a bad idea. Turns out the Purge aren't just near us, even though we're the first point between where they came in and pretty much everywhere else in the system. They were around Station 27. I haven't checked elsewhere. But yeah, turns out, bad idea. Now we know for sure the Purge are everywhere. I did properly set up the Nazgul repair projector. It may need to be updated, but for right now it's functional and correct. I did go through and rename a large number of the Nazgul systems and blocks, so there's no longer this massive, like, 15 trillion lights and doors. Like, there's still some stuff, right? But I guess the green... Is it the green stuff? No, that's the battle boat. It's the purple. So, like, the purple stuff in this list, there's not that much of it. Right? And, like, the stuff that is like the cargo containers that haven't been set for sorting yet, unused blocks, things like that. So, you know, we're in a good state with that. And I did go through and update a lot of the Nazgul configurations as well. So, do we have... I don't think we have things. So we're just gonna... apply quickly. Poor Ice Admiral. I don't even know where it is out there. It might have finally been picked apart. Yeah, but it popped up. Like, they spawned and warped in, and it flew right into them. Like, there was... I couldn't have even deployed a Weevil to stop it. It's the unfortunate reality of things. But in other news... Nothing's changed on the news front, but, you know, stuff is what it is, I guess. Oh, I'm stuck. I did set up the LCDs in here, though. Look at that. I went through the NDS config script, got tweaked the rest of the way, and we have functional things. We've got some ice left on this still because I turned off... Actually, did I turn off the deuterium? I might have turned off the deuterium. How are we doing? We're at 100%-ish. Did I turn off the deuterium extractors here on ship? I know we have some. Yeah, here we go. Nazgul deuterium extractors. They're on. Okay. And of course, the main ones back on the ring are still on and running. So, we will need more ice. Eventually, this will run out. But we're full. The oxygen we're missing is the overflow tank in the... you know, actually, maybe I should change how that's displayed so it's more accurate. Because these are just hangar oxygen tanks. We want the shuttle bay oxygen tank. Because Because the hangar ones should never be at 100%. If they're at 100%, it means we've actually like come into a planet and just filled them up there. Because there's no reason to do otherwise. So let's see. Tank. We're going to go with... I need to put this in curly brackets, right? This is a proper name. Let's see if this breaks or if it fixes it. Okay, that fixes it. Cool. But otherwise, everything else should be accurate for this grid. The activated spice is accurate for the actual energized spice we have, but we have unenergized refined spice on ship, and that's the important part. We have almost 30k. And that's the important part, because this only refines when it drops below 50%, and then it kicks on refills. So if there is an issue, we have room to move spice around as necessary, and go from there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the ice just dropped from 1.8 million down to 1.7. We are chewing through that. Anyway, this is all set up, and it's all accurate, including for the new values. I did move a bunch more stuff over. It finished, I think it's working on disassembling the last few things were over there, as far as that goes. So we're actually in a pretty decent state as far as that is. I didn't set up the snorkel. Just realized that I didn't set up the snorkel. There we go. Oh, look at that, it's working now. Sweet. Go through and rename things. I don't think I did. No, I haven't finished this. I don't know that I'm going to. Like it's there. This might just be something we manually deploy every time we need to do it. I don't know. It can be configured. It's just it's kind of a gigantic pain in the ass to do, and it might just be a giant mistake. So we'll see how that goes. As far as things that still need to do, need to prep to get out of here because we're not dealing with this purge stuff. Need to properly test, but also name the shuttle, and then need to figure out what the purge's deal is. So I'm open to names for the shuttle. I didn't build it with the intent to look like a bug. Unlike pretty much every other small ship we've done this time. Or I guess, no. Mess that up. Or the squirrel, I guess. Right, because small woodland creatures. Going the wrong way. So at some point, I guess this does need to be named. It needs to be painted. But I haven't decided how I'm going to paint that yet. But I'm still happy with it. Yeah, it needs paint. Okay, so... there we go. Cool, the door opened like it's supposed to. If I punch the button, the door will close like it's supposed to. Yes, it still works. Okay. Let's undock things. We're just gonna leave that there. As far as things go here, so we've got a lot of stuff that's named. Those are off and displayed. We just want to turn things off in the terminal that we don't need to have on. Ion thrusters don't need to be visible. None of that stuff does. This is set. The beacon is not on, but it's there. We have a connector. Where is this the connector to? It's connected to... ready to connect to the Nazgul, so that makes this the dorsal connector. That's the shuttle dorsal connector. There's this, and we have some stuff set up for it, which if we look down, yeah, that works. At some point I need to actually set up the rest of those screens. We've got the artificial horizon on there. Every time the lights flicker, that terrifies me. Let's see, we're going to call these event controller unused. We have them but we're not using them for right now, so they get turned off. Because there's not a point. What are these for? Hinge. So if I turn around and connect remotely to the shuttle, and we select the blocks. Ah, those are the two in the back. Okay, so these are part of that, and then this is the... There's that starboard hinges, turn those off. So it's just those two hinges, and those are technically part of the rear lift gate. But does this actually get fired off? I don't recall. I should probably set this up so it auto closes. Just on principle. The rest of these no, but... So if I push the button, it was desync, that's what the issue was. Okay, so that's on and running. If I push the button again, it should close that, seal it back up, and then we'll see the hinges turn off. That's the hope, at least. Hinge. Let's see. Hinge. Those are okay. Those are off. And then we need to look at ramp, door ramp, starboard ramp. Why is this? Is this not part of? It's not part of that. Really? So it's supposed to be 4 hinges apiece. That's fine. We can fix that. We'll just set them all the same. These hinges, though, are part of this lift gate. So right, why are those still on? What hinges make this up? Hinge, rear gate, yeah. Where's the controller? Let's see. Gate. Timer. Turns on and off the merge gates. The relay has action set up. It turns on. Oh, because I didn't tell it to turn them off. That's why. Because that should be done in the timer. I've got them turning on. Yeah, okay, here we go. Rear lift gate reverse, toggle block on. If we go back to the other, if we go to the other relays, take a look. Port door gate, or port door. We turn on, blah, 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 blah. And then the timer turns them back off. Okay, so that's the issue. So if we go to the lift gate timer, this needs to have a new action set before we turn these off. And then it shouldn't be a problem. And then these can just be turned off because they're not actually used, they just exist. I haven't missed a whole lot. Let's talk about some of the stuff. We lost one of the two ice abmors to a purge attack, like 30 seconds before we went live. Otherwise, not a whole lot, just covering things and making updates. Let's see, this needs to be renamed. Do need a name for the shuttle, though. Turn that off there. These doors are all part of the hydrogen engines. So, shuttle hydrogen. We'll call them vents. These are buttons, we can leave that. This we can turn off because we don't need to see it. Buttons, the relays, these all get turned off. And we don't need them in the toolbar configuration anymore. The port door stuff, we also don't need to see in the toolbar config. And the starboard stuff, we don't need to see in the toolbar config anymore. Medical panel is going to be, we're going to rename this to shuttle medical panel. We're going to turn it off in the terminal. We're going to leave it with the button visible. No, you know, we can turn the button off too. We don't need to be able to set that. We don't need to see this in the terminal. The lights we can turn off because we don't actually care about them. See the benches, we definitely don't care about. If we reset their names, does that probably go? Yeah, we don't need inventory screen, toolbar config, HUD, or terminal. This we need to go take a look and see which is which. Okay, so this is starboard refuel ports. Turn it off at the terminal. We need to leave it on everywhere else, and then it's going to be the port refuel port. We don't need the LCDs visible or the toolbar config because there's nothing we can do with those. Still making noise. I think otherwise we're good with that. At least they didn't catch the tantalum one. That would have been a gigantic pain in the ass. So there's that set. You can always tell when the shield's ripped to full power because everything else shuts off. Ugh. I've just been yelling at them in local every time they attack me. Every time. Keep asking. No, we got shrapnel flying everywhere. Alright, let's redock real quick. Let's lock in. Let's let stuff go. Am I missing anything else of really important relevance here? Have a camera there to see ahead of us. We have a camera back here to dock with. Man, they're trying to get in these doors. And again, if they hit these at full speed, they can absolutely phase through them and bounce pieces around inside here. And I know this because I've had to clean it up more than once. Do I want to put a camera back here? And I kind of feel like the answer should be yes. Yeah, we'll do it down low. Because it'll matter when we're coming into land, but I don't know that we need to see out the back. Actually, hang on, let's pop this open. Lights struggle to do their thing. That's fine. So when this is open, I could put a camera here, actually. Okay, so let's see what we got for camera options again. We have the... There's a bottom-mounted camera thanks to a mod, and I don't recall... I've got it on my... There we go. See, I know I have it on my block bar. Not right view... No. Okay. We do... We're in the wrong block size. Oh, they're not available for small ship. That's why. Okay. There we go. That's what I want. Alright, so we just stick this back here. I don't have steel plates, really. Okay. I'm like 99% sure I did set up a timer for this. But whatever. It's on. This one's not. So one of them was properly set. Do I have too much crap in my inventory? I've got so much stuff in my inventory. Let's do some things here. Let's put away. Let's put away my money. That takes up some space. Oh, I've got 8 oxygen bottles. Why do I have 8 oxygen bottles on me? That's part of the issue. That's why I have no room. Never mind. Fix the issue. Alright, bottom mounted camera facing that way. And then if we activate that bottom mounted camera, it looks where it's supposed to. Hey, look, it's me. Alright, so we're just going to leave this here. And that works. Let's see. Shuttle rear ramp camera. Turn off the terminal because we don't need it there, but we do need it in the toolbar config. And then when this is up, we do need an exterior camera to see what's going on. But I think I could put that underneath here, and that would work just as well. That's, do we need a side camera? I don't think we do, because we're never going to be docking anywhere that needs those to be manually docked to. So I think we're good with that. I think that's all we really need. There's a Purge ship out there beyond the edge of the limits, but that's fine. Need to set up some things here. Let's not let all the gas out. Let's remember what we're doing. Ah, the noise bug. Alright, yeah, let's test this. So we need to go retrieve some stuff. Probably need to go do another ice run, which is going to be risky because Port Mordor does not have a shield at it. So if we lure Purge there, there's going to be problems. But the Purge may already show up because of like the FAF and the ITC and everybody else. I haven't seen anybody else make any statements about like bringing in military forces to deal with the Purge. And honestly, the GC literally don't have a permit to be in system anymore. Like, their permit got pulled. So, stop it. We do need... How much... Get turned around. Distracted. Today was a day. This week has been a week. I'm excited I'm on PTO starting this weekend. So, how much storage space do we have in this ship? If we search to only inventories of the current ship. We've got 6,700 liters. Plus the connectors. Alright, we should probably have some ice in this thing. We should probably have some ice in here. It's the big chunk of ice. We want the big chunk of ice. Here we go. So there's that. Then if we search for bottles, can I move? I can't move anything there. Sorry, that's how I had those things on the side. So there's that, and I think we need some basic stuff. So we need some steel plate for the build and repair. But I don't really need anything else, really. Maybe the spare parts for a control seat, just in case. That sounds like a good idea. Let's grab the parts for a control seat. We'll load them into the build and repair. I never did get around to greebling the rest of the things, but that's fine. That's all set, though. Okay. Where did I stick? Stick my control seats. Did I take it back off the hotbar? I'm going to take it back off the hotbar. That's very much a thing I would do. That's fine. It was one of these. Which one was it? It was just regular control seat. Okay, small grid control seat. So we're just gonna do this. Grab these things. Crap. The extra plates are being taken out. How many plates do we need total? We need 20 plates and 15 construction components. That's fine. We can work with that. We can work with that. Just switch lock. Can I get into this without moving it? No. Okay, that's fine. Shuttle. Remote. It has a remote, right? It does not have a remote. That could have been bad. Okay. Nope, we can fix that real quick. We need a remote control. How did I ever stick a remote on this? Where's the remote even located? I can't find things. There it is. We need a remote somewhere. See, that's covered over. Maybe we'll just stick it back here. Stick it back here with the build and repair. Shuttle remote. So now, that was almost bad. Sometimes we need the ability to actually control stuff. I know it's not main cockpit. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Control. Control. There we go. No. There's no way that's stronger. There's no possible way. The amount of mad that I am right now off that. Okay, so we want the build and repair. We need to do 5 more of those and 10 more of these. And we're just going to do more than that. Same thing with these. We want to add things in here so that we have them in case we need them. And that's now full, and that's the important part. Cool. We have the remote set. We don't do paint yet. That's fine. We'll do paint in a minute. And I suppose I should go grab another hydrogen bottle and an oxygen bottle just to be on the safe side. Let's do like 3 of each. That's probably... I can't do 3 of each, but that's fine. I'll do 3 once, and then I'll do 3 a second time. Come over here. We go to the actual tank itself. Because here we can just shove them strict in, despite the fact that they're the same damn size. And then we'll do... over on this side, I can't get into those, but I can get into this. And so I can stick them here. Keep one on me. The other's in the medical panel, which is where you'd expect them to be. We should probably keep 1 hydrogen bottle inside that medical panel as well. So we'll do 3. We'll put 3 in this exterior tank. I'll only do 1. I can't pass otherwise. This is so stupid, Kane. Like, really? Fine. Fine. It's fine. Close the door behind us. Close that door. We'll throw the other spares in here because why not? Or some of them in because why not? And we'll put the others up here in this seat with me because that works, I guess. No, oh no, I do want both of them in there. Oh, and this. Okay, fine. Do that. That covers those things. We have our money. All right. Well, that wasn't expected. That could potentially be a problem in the future. It's just not supposed to eat you out like that. It's supposed to put you back where you were. And I was. Here. Okay, that works. We need to do some things. Doing port shuttle bay... open. It did seem a bit rude. To just get out of here. Alright, we're going to move down some, and we're going to turn sideways. We can hit things. It's fine. Probably. And we'll just wait for stuff to happen. Now I don't have... Oh, we wait for that to open. I can do this. Groups. We need the batteries. We recharge versus auto. We need the gyroscopes to be on versus off. We do need the hydrogen thrusters on or off. And we need the door vents to open and close. And then on the second page, we got those. On the third page, we'll do... You just set up cruise mode versus non-cruise mode, but for right now we'll just start with this. And I still need the frame shift drive. Let's see, we don't need to worry about the hydrogen thrusters for cruise mode because there aren't any. If we do this, backwards are the ones we want. Okay. I never remember and always have to stop. Shuttle, anti-cruise, thrusters. Fix my ferocious typing. Save. Go to groups. Anti-cruise thrusters. We're going to put these over here with this. And then I guess I have some cameras to do still. So we'll do rear ramp cam. And we'll do the rear low cam here. And that'll be on that. Problem solved. Did I never get my doors open? Oh, wait. Because that's the wrong one. We want port cargo. I just opened and closed the main shuttle bay. That was the problem. I hit the wrong button. So we're in the cargo bay. We're not in the shuttle bay. You know what I could do? I could put the door states. Put the door states on... actually, I hate this. We're going to remove this here. We're going to put those cameras back up front. So rear low, and then rear ramp. And then on page 3, we'll put those 2 thruster groups. So this is the shuttle vents, open and close, and then the hydrogen thrusters on off. Cool. That all works. Well, don't have a choice. We're just gonna gun it and punch. Cool. All right. So... how fast can we go? That's the question. We're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to go to Station 27. We're going to go to... let's go check out that distortion point at some point anyway. We need to set up some things, though. We need... nothing on Agaris. We do need Moonbase Sadness. We need Crystal Camp 2. Spice Landing. These are all places we need to hit. I think the station may be inside the asteroid again. We'll see how that goes. So I can burn 29 kilometers a second. Again, I feel like we're not at the power usage cap for this drive, but I feel like we're at a third of what it can max out at, but we're still around 30 kilometers a second. And I feel like if we added enough batteries even to get above that, right? So we're looking at like high density power output discharge versus mass. We'd still end up in a scenario where we're not going to meaningfully break like 30, 32. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. We're going to go to the station. We'll see if the station's still there, actually. The station may not be there. I don't know if the Purge can disassemble safety shields or not. If it's there and we can get inside to one of the ATMs, we're going to use the ATM to deposit this cash. Because then at least we know that it's online, which means its connection to the Interstellar Trade Commission is still functional. Which means that they haven't knocked out all communications in the jump gate. May not have somebody at the jump gate to pick us up, though. So it may be a moot point. Point is, it means there's still communications. There's a possibility that the station has phased into the asteroid, though. And the technicians may have to fix that at some point. So we may not get to deposit our money. We'll see. If it's gone. Well, we know there's problems there. %90 battery overall, that's not too bad. I don't recall, did I set up an event controller to toggle the hydrogen engine? I don't remember. Station's not on fire. It's still there. It does appear to be phased inside the asteroid. It looks like the asteroid... Oh, I wonder if my voxel cleanup settings were too aggressive. And it fixed... That's got to be what it is. Because the grids for the scenario don't exist when you're far away from them. They despawn. And so it wouldn't say that there was a grid within distance, and it would revert the voxel in it. That's what the issue is. I figured it out. Okay, trash removal, voxels, suspend, voxel corrections. We're not gonna be able to get in here at all then. We might have to cheese it. We'll see. Let's just see if we can. Let's just land. Here's a question. Are we too wide for this, or do we still fit? Because that'd be a neat thing to find out. Unable to park. Why are we... Oh, because we can't park here because it's a safe zone and that's disabled. That's fine. We'll just do this. We'll do that. I need a button that cycles... Depressurize on. Okay, so it is permanently depressurizing. Okay, that's good. I never set up lights in here. That area in there is pressurized. This area is not. It's anti-gravity. Okay, so we are a tad long. Like, even if I pulled forward the rest of the way, we are a tad long for this bay. But that's good to know. How badly is this reverted? Oh, this is ultra reverted. This stuff is outside because it was built outside. Some of this may be cleared away by MES when it spawns the grid in, but I don't think we're going to get a full... Maybe it will. Nope. Nope. No. No. So any area that's not classified as fully air sealed isn't going to get cleaned away, and MES's voxel cleanup is not the best. Like, it does a pretty good job for what it is, but as you can see, we still have some stuff, because technically these windows aren't air sealed fully. Like, it's just the way the game codes them. So that makes sense. But I can't believe it's taken me so long to figure out why stuff kept resetting. So make that deposit. It took the deposit and it credited our balance and it pulled that. So we still have interstellar comms. Is there anybody in here though? There's a couple people in here. Not a whole lot. Looks like the trade system is still up and running. Yep, and it's got the news. That's fine. Well, we know that there's at least quantum comms, so there's that. Huh. Can't go out that door, though. So we have to go back through this one. I wonder why it's only certain doors. Because that area over there is supposed to be airtight. I wonder if it spawns a different set of doors open versus closed. That might be why. That's fine. We'll just come over here. We'll hop back in our ship. I never did set up nav lights either. Something I should probably fix at some point. Turn off the depressurize, wait for that to close and seal. Close this. Alright. So we know this place is still alive and still functional. So there's that. That's good to know. We need to go to Moonbase Sadness next. Because we need to get platinum. We're not out, but I'd rather have more with us because it's needed for like ions and everything else. Reactor components, right? Fusion components at least. There's some stuff we need it for. And I would rather have it just in case we need to make field repairs than not have it. Because at the end of the day, if stuff goes poorly, we end up going somewhere that doesn't have access to spice and we need thrust, we have to fall back on ions, as much as I don't like it. It'll be nice to get access to like modern ion tech again instead of what's licensed for use here in Agaris, but you know, it is what it is. Now, Moonbase Sadness runs on geothermal power, because the moon of Agaris 2 is geothermally active. It's big enough for that. I mean, technically it's a submoon, so really it's like gravitic crushing, causing internal core heating, but either way it has it. So we don't need to worry about fuel ever running out. Might need to worry about component breakdown, but we don't have an active signal. The only signal for Moonbase Sadness comes from the laser relay hooking into Orthanc. So we could leave it running. We don't need to mothball it. Like, if the Purge show up and they're like, hey, let's geothermally survey this moon and see if anybody's here that we haven't seen, they'll find it, right? Because we are mining. But otherwise, they won't. And even if they do, like, most of the mining op is above ground. Like, the deep stuff is buried. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. If they can go planet-side into Atmo and pose a major problem for Agaris itself, Port Mordor is going down either way. So there's not too much of a point to mothball it more than we've already done. In fact, having the built-in repairs and the guns left on might help. There's enough raw materials there to run it for a bit, so it might do some good. But the Crystal Camp on Crate and the Spice Lake Refinery, we're going to mothball those. Now, we've already taken down the tomatoes, so the killer tomatoes there aren't a thing to worry about on those anymore. Alright, here's where we find out if we have enough thrust off the ions to not crash. And it looks like we do. We're slowing down. And forward is the slowest rate we have. Worst case scenario, we'll pop the hydrogens open. Alright, if we just do this, let's see what happens. Can we come to a stop? We're still slowing down. We're 3 kilometers up. And there's no atmosphere here on the moon, so I don't need to worry about the ions losing thrust. It's just a matter of can they compete with the gravity. The answer is yes, they can. Sweet. It's going to come down, make things nice and easy. I should probably... concerned about stopping fast enough. Let's just go ahead and open these in case we need to pop them on last minute because I massively miscalculated something. Drop our antenna signal off as well just in case the Purge are scanning for it. We don't want one of their probes finding it by accident. Alright, we're getting the pull-up arrow. Looks like we're stabilizing out, and that's the important part. Alright, where is the That's what remains of the broadcast antenna before I took it off. Cool. And that's all there. So let's just bring her in for a nice landing. I don't have a bottom-facing connector, so... And we hold without falling on just forward thrust. We can. And that means we won't fall upside down. Because that's the important part. Alright, where is... that's there. That's... I can't see shit. We have lights on this, don't we? Oh, there we go. So let's... no, wrong way. Forget my directions already. I need to go this way, because we're facing towards the front. So if I do this... Nope, that's facing back. Oh, right, because we're doing that instead. So if I just spin sideways... Okay. You know, making this place kind of stealth, I kind of regret that now. We're facing directly at, and if we just do this, and this, we should... This is... Where is this? This is... We need to go... The connector's below the camera from this perspective, right? Here's where we find out. It is. Look at that. Sweet. Okay. So we're upside down. We have things here. We need platinum in these cargo containers. Oh, we have so much platinum here. Oh, damn. That's outstanding. Oh, there's like another 40k? Ooh. There's 300 tons of refined platinum here. Plus what we loaded into the shuttle. That's pretty fucking outstanding. All right, let's see. We got this. We're going to flip this over. We're going to depressurize this room. No, we're not, because we can't do it fully. That's fine. We're going to go out the back door again. Depressurize this room. So that can do it. Pop the rear gate. Turn my lights on so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's go down in here and make sure there's nothing else we need to set or configure. Forgot how loud this mine was. All these things are off because they don't need to be running. None of these machines are functional. Those are off because they don't need to run. That's right. The antenna dish. Let's turn off broadcasting for it. We've got the laser antenna. That's the important part. So there's that. It's the only power drain we got going on other than like the passive lights and the quarters. So we're good. You know, maybe we just turn these off. Cool. So now there really is the only indicator anything's here is going to be the stuff up top. So all this stuff is sealed, and this area here isn't air sealed, just the living quarters. So even that, like even if they fire something down here, I think we'll be fine. I think this is probably in a good spot. And then up top, this is turned off for tracking. So motion sensors won't catch anything. These will shut off when they finish their refining, which looks like they have. Cool. That solves all that issue. This is as mothballed as it needs to be. Fly into things with my face. Sealed. Turn off that. This is where we need to go. Get in our seat. We eat some soup. We unlock. Oh, that's not good. Might be too heavy. Now we're fine. We just didn't have enough lift upside down. That's fine. We have more lift facing down than we do up. By design. Cool, so that's taken care of. Let's get back up into space. Wow, this is kind of at its limits off the ions. But you know what, it works. And it wasn't designed for Atma landings. And if it is, we have hydrogen. Just right down there. So then again, we've also picked up how much platinum? $150 tons of refined platinum. It's more than was really expected. We can still get up off the moon on ions only, and that feels good. But you know what I should put? I should put the hydrogen engines on here. That's what we'll stick on this. Let's see, we'll put this here. And we'll do the same thing with the H2O2 generator. Now we can toggle them when we need to. What are we doing power-wise? We're at 85%. That should be fine. But once we're out of stuff here, we will go back to the ring station. That definitely means the shuttle's not going to make landings. The shuttle definitely can't make landfall under load on higher G planets, so without engaging the hydrogens. We have ice, but I don't know how to test that. You know what I mean? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hop back in the Hedgehog, and we'll go do our roundups with the Hedgehog. That seems safer, and we can bring back more refined stuff too at the same time. Like if we have to, the Hedgehog can be used to bring back a lot of unrefined spice or crystal to have it refined. And also, the Hedgehog is going to have more thruster power to get away from bad things at the distortion if there are things there. I don't think there are, right? Because I would expect we'd have heard about it, but maybe nobody's actually gone and investigated. It's not like the GC's here anymore. That's fine. We can work with that. We do need to eventually do... actually, maybe I just leave the ice the way it is. Because the only power that's really getting used at the ring station is during the Purge attacks with the shields. There's more power draw because of the Nazgul than there is... because it's got the lasers, than there actually is anything else. Plus, the Nazgul stresses the shields just due to the extra size, so like I feel like half of our stockpile of deuterium is not a bad thing to leave behind. Yeah, so dampener's on. We're gonna do, turn our antenna back on. We're gonna pop open the port shuttle bay. That's where we should be storing this anyway. Land it there. I can dump the... I know what we didn't do. Ooh, hang on. Do we have a spot for that easy? Yes. Build and repair. Wait, are there 2 build and repairs on this? I don't trust this one. Oh, do we have a projector? Don't have a projector, so that's something to deal with too. Actually, maybe we don't. Not everything needs to be able to be self-repaired, right? We'll just print a new one. We don't have any, like, fancy equipment on this. Nothing that should really need major stuff. The fact that we're showing back up as we lose the ability to see from the sun, tad unsettling. Let's see, this is the front one. Here's what we want. So this is the bottom of the ship, so we can come in low. We can't really hurt the Nazgul because it's got a shield. We can hurt the shuttle. Okay, apparently we're coming in a tad low. Turn those off, turn all that off. Just leave this the way it is. 3 days is plenty of power. We can turn this because we don't need that anymore. Gives us 4 days. If we turn off the gyros, they're not in maintenance mode. That's 7 days, and that's where we want to be. Put this into depressurize mode. That's empty. We pop out. Did I set something up wrong? Oh boy. Oh, the antenna's off. Right, I can't actually do that. That got real janky real fast. That's fine. Now we'll turn the antenna off. And then we just need to go in here and just pull stuff and dump it. And this will allow the building repairs to pick it up and move it where it needs to go. And then we're fine. Don't even need to dock up. Cool. It all got picked up. We're going to go close these front doors, which is not that stack, because that's for the refuel pod we're not actually doing. Close the bay doors. Make sure they close. Should be good. Those are sealed. The hedgehog can go do some business. No, I want to go this way. Right? No, I want to go... Yeah. This is a different way than I normally go. Go mothball crate. We're gonna go mothball Loris. Should be good. Okay, we're going to make sure we have nothing on board. Cool, bounce away. All that stuff off, but that's fine, doesn't need to be on. We do have... Alright, we took off the frameshift driver, just running on jumps here. So we need to set up a jump to... What was it, Crystal Midpoint? Is that what it was? There's an intermediary that I set up for that. Spice intermediary jump point. Achievable percentage of the jump, 100%. Sweet. That gets us where we need to be. That one's recharging. Second one's on now. And then we just do need to do another jump to Spice orbital jump point. That should get us right above it. Yep, sweet. And if we're fast enough, they'll never know we're here. I mean, maybe they'll be able to track the jump. Right, like I haven't seen the Purge use jump drives yet. The pirates can. The pirates have the tech for it. But we haven't seen any jump drives on the Purge ships, and we haven't seen any explosions from jump drives going up. And the ship they took over didn't have one. The research vessel. So maybe they don't have jump tech, and they're just kind of like slow boating everywhere. It would explain why they keep showing up in waves. I don't know. That raises more questions, though. Doing fine on things, and I know for a fact that we can punch the hell out of the ground if we need to stop, so I'm not too worried about this landing coming in. Actually, I wonder if this station's even still running. It's been a bit since, we don't have parachutes in this. Just something I remembered just now. So it might be a good idea to not play super loose and fast with things. So we have no emergency bail like we do with pretty much every other ship I've ever built outside of like the disposable cargo squirrels. So I don't know if this has functional power. It looks like it does. Yeah, okay, so there must be still some fuel in the reactors. Prompt. There we go. So that's locked. Let's turn back off our engines and let that... Where's the engines? Let's turn these back off and let our batteries recharge off of the reactor here. That's the way to do that. Let's get out and see what all is going on. We're still mining, we're still refining, we still have the upgraded steam systems here. How are we doing on fuel? Okay, we're about 25% through what I brought back. So that's a thing. That works. There is more spice. Hold. Yeah. Let's do a search for spice. We're going to take the refined stuff only, and we'll leave the rest behind for now. I did bring back a whole bunch of refined stuff previously and refined it on the station, but I think I want to limit the power draw on this station to only what the Abmor bring back. And what it takes to run the shields at this point. Just because I don't want to have to keep constantly making ice runs, and we already lost one ice Abmor. So the reliability of refueling on an automated basis is dwindling. It might be worth considering setting up automating Abmor printing, but that also seems like it's going to be way more work than it's worth. Know what I'm saying? Nothing new on the news. Purge is Purge. Alright, this is done. Batteries are at 100%. Just gonna punch it up and out. We're charged-ish. So let's take some of these GPS points off. We no longer need Moonbase Sadness. We no longer need Spice. We do need crates, but we just need Crystal Camp 2 for that. We don't need the station. Yeah, where is Crystal Camp 2 in relation to us? Can we jump there? I don't think so. We might have to do a blind jump to get closer. I was like, I'll just check and see if it lets us do it, if it's to take us into gravity. No, we can't do that. As we're still in planetary gravity where we are. Of course it's going to fail. We're still waiting on 25% charge off the second drive anyway. Just a quick look. Great, so we have... Yeah, we have. I don't have any of the orbitals there. That's kind of unfortunate. But... we're outside planetary. That's not what I wanted. Jumps GPS. Cannot be used into natural gravity field. Okay, so what if we just did... let's see, we're looking at 2862. So let's just say like a 2,800 kilometer jump. Can we do that? We can do that. Well then. Let's see where this gets us. Into the nebula. That's not too far. Do wish there was a fast way to charge these. It would be nice. Charged yet? Almost there. Alright, we're going to turn this one off so we can make this jump. We need to go 800. Let's try 840 kilometers. Can it be? Okay, so let's try 830. No, let's try 835. Let's keep bumping down tiny bits until we're not in the gravity well. Oh, wait, is this on the back side of the planet? Oh, I think this is the back side of the planet. So let's do 840 off to the side. That way, no matter what. Oh, I turned off my jump drive. Oops. Turned off the wrong one. Let's try this again. 840. If we do it to the side, either way, we'll either be like directly in line, or you know, we'll have visible access. We'll have a vector point. Nope, it was on the near side. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. It's where the frame shift drive comes in handy. Okay, so... yeah, because I can't do, like, an 80-kilometer jump on partially charged drives, can I? Distance too short. How is 80 kilometers too short? I call shenanigans. Shenanigans. Oh, we're right on the edge of the gravity field. Okay. That explains things. So yeah, we're just going to sit here and do the things. We need to get out. We need to jump. How is this too short? What shenaniganery are you talking about? Maybe it's because they're not charged yet. Maybe it's an error because we're not charged yet. That's That's probably what it is. It's probably not actually that it's too short of a jump, it's that we don't have any jump drive charge to make that distance. It's a poorly written error code. It's the thing I deal with every day. Thanks, Microsoft. Anyway, we're going to get the stuff. We're going to go back to the ring. We're going to load excess raw mats that we don't have yet, but might need onto the Nazgul. Just in case we need to disappear for a bit. There is a frame shift drive and jump drives on it, but the jump drives are more like battle jump drives. They're short distances if things go really poorly. Hey, how's it going? Playing Space Engineers. Getting near the end of this run. I know that Captain Arthur's got some overhaul stuff for this, with like a massive change to how the Civil War and all that works. That's being worked on. Probably have to come back and do a rerun of this at a later date because of it. Because it's some pretty major changes, and they're nice changes. But hey, how's it going? Just gotta slow it in. I got 10% more charge to go. That's what I get for not having an orbital jump point. Yeah. Yep. So no, it's some of the stuff that's being planned is neat stuff. There's a lot more ebb and flow. There's a lot more ability to see what's going on, and it involves the other factions. Thanks to some changes in MES code, there's some neat stuff coming. So why so few players? This is a single player instance. I don't have a server powerful enough to really reliably run Space Engineers on a server instance because it's very like single core threaded. Not sure I understand that one. We have a new type of chatbot. Is that how this works? New Path of Exile League launches tomorrow. I'm excited. Settlers of Catan. Well, Settlers of Catan-ish. Might do some bonus streams of that. Haven't decided yet. Haven't locked in for sure. It's going to depend entirely on how I feel. I'm going into vacation time this next week, so we'll see how that goes. All right, we got one is 100% charge. Let's kick this off. Let's do like a 30-kilometer jump. Let us do a 30-kilometer blind jump. It will. Sweet. That's the important part. Cool. Put charge back on, and we're just going to plummet to the ground. We don't have enough refined spice on board, it's really going to negatively impact our ability to land, so I'm not too terribly concerned about that. We have more lifting thrust now with these impulse thrusters than the original rockets did, and the rockets provided twice the thrust we needed to be gravity neutral at full load, and we're not at full load. So parts of this are coming back to me now. I'm remembering how this ship was built. I am slightly concerned that we're making landing as the sun comes up, so I'm slightly concerned we're going to get roasted by the sun because the radiative gas surrounding this planet. So we might have to be very careful. No, maybe it's setting. Maybe it's setting. It might be setting. Gonna pop on our full thrusters at around 4 kilometers. We'll just coast in. That should be where we want to land, because I believe the waypoint was originally placed where I dropped the killer tomato crate originally. Yes. Okay. And those are all taken apart and gone. We're just going to come in here and drop in. How are we doing? Pop the lights on. I don't know if they'll matter, because I don't recall if we have any downwards facing searchlights. If it's just the regular ground lights. Ooh, this is a tad spicy. There we go. Do we have any lights at all? We do have lights. Ground lights are on. Okay. They're just terrible. Nope, too far. We're gonna lock it anyway. Sweet. There's no sun. Kick our suit lights on. Everything's still running here, which is good. What's our broadcast range on this? 5 kilometers. Let's kill that. Cut that off because I don't need the rest of this. This stuff is all good. How much uranium do we have left? Not a whole lot. That's fine. So this is going to shut off first. Didn't actually lock. That's fine. We're just levitating. Not burning precious fuel at all. No, not at all. There we go. Do the rest of this. So we take the spent fuel out. Because we can take that back and refine that. Ooh, actually, are we... Why is there stone in here? God damn it. Incinerator's on. Okay. We're just gonna... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's going to be so much stone stuffed in everything. Cryo room is full of stone. Our connectors are full of stone. Would our Gatling turrets have no ammo? Well, that's not good. When did that happen? No, why is our... No, hang on. What? No, why? No. I am not pleased with any of this. Alright, back to this. So we have to empty this stuff. We have to empty this stuff out so we have room. So we have room for anything. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I'll turn the smelter back on. We'll turn the smelter back on. We'll let it burn through stone, because at least that's going to be faster than just the incinerator on its own. And then we can slowly empty this back out. Where else do we have prisms? We want all the prisms. It's actually annoying. I thought I had fixed all of these, and apparently I had not. Because we don't need the stone. We definitely don't need to be taking the stone into space. That's a waste. That incinerator needs to run faster. That's the problem. And while that's doing its thing, we're going to go do our walk around and see if there's anything else we need to shut off as a result. So those are all off now, which means the power draw is purely from the incinerator and nothing else. So even though there's not a whole lot of fuel left in this reactor, it's going to run for damn forever. 2 of those refineries are running. 3 refineries, 4 refineries are running. They will finish up their load sooner rather than later. Although I suppose I could spread that around just a little bit. No, there's not a whole lot. Never mind. We'll just let that bit go. The antenna's already turned off. There's nothing else we really need. Just a matter of waiting. Matter of waiting. I'm so annoyed about that. How did we get so much? There's an incinerator set up. It's the exact same incinerator count. No, it's not. Also, the incinerator count per drill is the same as it is in the spice fields, but it's not. The spice fields is running 1 to 3, and we're running 1 to 6 here. And I don't have the parts to take this apart and add a second incinerator on me. So there's not really any value. That's fine. Anyway, Path of Exile League. New league starts tomorrow. I'm excited about it. There's a big overhaul and a lot of stuff like Melee got a massive overhaul, which is good because it needed it, and some people are upset. But to those people, I laugh because the stuff that was removed was stuff that needed to be removed because it was dumb. It was hamstringing actual valid growth. Hey, look! Why is there stone here? How is more stone getting in? There should be no more stone. I kind of wish I'd set up an injector now. Just yeet it on the surface and fly away. But because of the big buffs to Melee, I'm finally running back and doing a Melee build for the first time in 2.5 years. Like, actually, like, doing a Melee build that's Melee. So, I think I'm going sweep. Probably sweep. It's going to be champion. It's going to use Impale. It's going to be fun times. Get to build cities. Get to build trade vessels. Get to develop stuff Settlers of Catan style. Set up trade routes, trade livestock, and base metals. There's gold being brought in, gold coins. I'm excited. You can pay people to run maps for you. Like, your own NPCs can run maps for you rather than you have to do it. It's exciting times. If you're unlucky, pirates will capture your trade ships and you gotta go kill the pirates. It's the new boss fights. It's gonna take so long. Maybe we go to space with the stone anyway. Maybe we just say screw it and go to space with the stone anyway. Maybe we wait until this... No, I don't want to wait for this crystal to finish refining. Oh, God. Yeah, I really don't want to do that. Screw it, we're just taking it to space. We can still lift off. That's the important part. Still lift off. Both the jump drives are charged. So that'll get us most of the way, if not all the way back. In one jump. We'll drop this stuff off, because with this much extra stone, I don't feel comfortable maneuvering through what could potentially be an ambush site for the Purge. But I do want to check and see if there's anything there. Just to make sure. You never know. Because if there's like a station there now that's holding open a jump portal, we kind of have to go blow it up. Come on, almost out of gravity. Down to point 11. Alright, let's see if we can jump. Oh, orbital. I named it orbital. It was right there. Okay. Jump to GPS confirm. We can get... Oh, God. We can get... This is the problem with having this much friggin' stone on us. I should have left the frame shift drive. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. What's in the connector right now? Nothing. Sweet. So we're going to take both these. We're going to say throw out mode is on. We're going to go to stone. And we're just going to stuff stone in both of these. As the stone crashes into us. And we're just going to eject it into space, and hopefully it doesn't shotgun us and kill us. Because I'm not doing... I'm going to spend like 3 minutes doing this now and not have to worry about waiting 20 minutes for these jump drives to recharge. Because that's just... No. If somebody wants to make a mod that allows you to recharge jump drives faster if you've got more power to recharge them, I'd love that. It's extra 2,000 tons of garbage. Not the prisms. Want to keep the prisms. Do not make me have to go spacewalk to get our prisms back. Worst. The worst. It's been so long since I've come back for prisms, I completely forgot that that was a problem. And now I feel silly because of it. Okay. One cargo container has now been emptied to stone. Now it's got to do the other one. To go so I can fix it. There we go. Click and drag. If I had a sorter set up, I could filter just for stone and have it automatically move it to the connectors and dump it, instead of having to do it 8,000 stone at a time. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Just gotta sit here and let it go. So as far as other things go, I want to do another scrapyard run. Because last time I did a scrapyard run, unfortunately I didn't get to archive the footage because Twitch did bad things. So I don't actually have footage outside of, like, I think a short? Maybe a short. There might be a short. Oh yeah, there is a short. There's the short for the VTOL thrusters just losing their minds. So I want to redo that because last time I did it, the space stuff hadn't been added yet, so it was just the planetary encounters only. There weren't space things. So I want to go back and do that. And I think this is gonna be the next thing that's done. The no third-person cam this time was fun, but I think I don't want to run that restriction next time. I want to run a different restriction. Maybe like thrust in only one direction. So like no multi-directional thrust. So I can still fly, but that means I've got to do like a true like VTOL, like a helicopter, where I only get to change my lateral momentum based on pitching, because it gives an extra angle of challenge. Or it means that I have to do something like add in the aerodynamic wing lift mod, and rely on like an airplane style where I have to actually take off and land, because we all know how well that goes in space engineers all the time. And I feel like that could be another fun element, especially considering thrusters are not super common in scrapyard scenarios. So you can get them, yes. And everyone you have that you keep from blowing up does accelerate your ability to find more. But I feel like that might be kind of neat and fun. And maybe not run the... Because last time, we completed it on a planet that literally had no ice. There was the moisture farm collector mod, so we could still get ice slowly over time and still get enough hydrogen to get off planet. And I think maybe not running that and just picking a planet that has ice, just super rare, might be the better way to go. Just because they'd have to find it. And that could be fun. Might do the seismic landing gear in that case. Need to go back and look and see if... I think that shows ice. Be kind of necessary. And also it requires radar radio components, which are pretty rare in that scenario. So that can be kind of neat and fun. Don't think I want to run hostile encounters in it still, because again, that does become kind of oppressive when you can't recover resources easily. But maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know. I'm having thoughts on it. If you have thoughts on it, let me know. But I think we're going to go with single direction thrust and re-allowing third-person camera. I'm not going to do another needs mod, I don't think, for that run. There's just not really a point. Just ahead of the ejectors. That's upsetting. Yeah, I think the go is definitely about. His chat script seems to kind of be broke. Alright. Finally done with all that. As soon as this finishes ejecting, there's no more stone anywhere else. Ugh. Okay. Turn, throw it off. Cool. Yep. And how far can we jump now? Max range 4,000 kilometers. We can. That's far better doable. We can make 100% of the jump and not be empty. That's outstanding. If we jump in the middle of a purge fight, I'm going to be sad and cry. We did not jump in the middle of a purge fight. Cool. Can we get docked before the purge show up? Benefit from the station shield. Crying is not allowed in space. Look. I've got a helmet. How are they going to know? Alright. Dock up. Do this. Yeah. Drop off our cargo. Refill our spice tanks. Cool. Refill spice tanks. Yeah. Let's just take this stuff. We'll throw this into the unused Nazgul cargo because that's honestly where this stuff is ultimately going to go anyway. Throw all this stuff in there. It'll auto-sort it for us, and that's the important parts. We are 100% filled, so let's take these off fill. Let's undock. You're not charged yet. That's fine. Alright, so let's take GPSs off. We don't need that anymore. I do want to see what's going on with this distortion. It is 1,800 kilometers away. If we can do 4K on a single jump, then what I could do is turn off one of the jump drives, run a jump, and then cycle it back, because that way if we jump into anything bad, rather than have to wait for one to recharge, we can just go. Like, we can get. So I think that's what we'll do. Just gotta wait for these to recharge the first time. So, there's no way to accelerate that. Like, being docked up won't change that. I don't think there's anything we'd really need. Actually, you know what we could do? We could paint the shuttle. Or wait for these to recharge. We could paint the shuttle, or we wait for these to recharge. What an outstanding idea, Goose. Probably not crash into the station, though. Okay, whoop. Alright, let's redock. You can also use this as a moment to clear away any trash grids left over.
Ship fuel low.
Yes, yes, yes. Cool. There's that. Turn those off. Let's do a manual cleanup real quick. Entity list, owner name, pick all the nobodies, because that's all trash. Get rid of those. Are any of these intact? No, they're all busted. That's busted. That's busted. Okay. If it's busted and is floating away through space, there's no reason to keep it around. We got about 5 or so minutes. At most, for those to get recharged. So you can go and get some work done. Oh. Dominant color scheme. Oh wow, we were like right back into things. How about we move just a little bit? Is that? Of course, Purge show up as I'm sitting here. Yeah. Let's turn things back on. Turn these back on. We're locked. Turn that back off. Turn that back off. It's just those two things. Okay, sweet. It yeeted me outside again. Not very nice. So anyway, let's just punch the button. Oh, that just slammed into the ship. Okay. So as far as paint color goes, what if we went with the soft white we've got for the interior here? And like, rather than go weldless, pick something different. Battered, carbon fiber. Clean could work. Let's try clean. That's a little bit too clean. Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of that. That's a little too clean, roomy. Maybe sci-fi. Oh, that kind of works. I like that. There's still lines involved, but they're not, like, super problem-y. You know what I mean? Now we'll just paint these for the subgrids. Oh, look at that. When did that happen? We lost a piece. That's why it's all juddery. Let's see, let's just replace with the hinge part. Cool, and then if we just, nope, this hinge. Am I gonna have to, there we go. So that's interesting. I wonder when that damage happened. We haven't taken any damage, I don't think. Come back here, and we just go blop. Blop. Those are all set. And then we come over here and do the same thing to these. Cool. And there's that. Lights. We also need lights. So we've got a light up front, which also has a spotlight for a landing. But we do need some other lights. We need other lights. So let's go. See, do I want to do a corner light? Do an interior light. I kind of want to do an interior light. Could do one there. I could do one there on each of those sides. And then that means... Where did I just put that on this side? Because I kind of want it to be mirrored a little bit. It's in the front pillar right above the refuel ports. Ooh, I wonder if that broke when we were... No, because we didn't bump the bottom. We just... We latched a landing gear prematurely. That's all we did. Here's an idea. If we remove the panel that's covering that on both sides, I can put a light there that only gets turned on when the door is open. So you can use the light panel. We'll just add that to the timer. And that also gives us ground lighting. It's going to be ports. Was it ramp? Port ramp light. Crank the intensity down from 5 to 3. But otherwise we'll leave pretty much everything the way it is. We'll do the same thing over here. Starboard ramp lights. Intensity down to 3. And we just... Port. Ramp light. Toggle block off when closed, and then we'll do the relay controls that. So when it goes to open, we just set it to do toggle block on off. When it goes to open, it'll toggle it on, and when it goes to close, it'll toggle it back off again. Yeah, I like that. I'll do the same thing for the starboard one. Starboard ramp light off, relay, setup actions, starboard, toggle block on off. Yes. Close it again. Although the starboard door didn't close, so standing in the way of it. That's fine. It's fine. Over here on the same way, it should be off right now. I push the button, it opens, and then it illuminates the ground as it comes down. Ah, beautiful. So we can always see it. Toggles off when it goes to go up and close. Do we do that back here? So if I put a light there, it's going to lock the door, unless I remove some of those blocks. Because these are full armor blocks. So if we just do a removal of that, that does open a hole all the way up, right? Yeah, so you need to fill this with a half block. And then for consistency's sake, I think that means I have to redo all of those as well. No, it doesn't. I can just do the same half block. Yeah, I can just redo the same half block. And then it blends without being a gigantic pain in the ass. And then this is lift gate, lights, and this is intensity 3. We turn it off. Now, can I get access to the control panel that's visible from here? I don't think I can. I'm stuck. No, that's fine. We'll just run around the... stuck again. We'll run around the other side. And we'll just do it through the fuel port. Oh, but I could have done it from that light back there, couldn't I? The light's up on these. Yeah, I can do it from here. Okay. So gates, rear lift gate light is off. Relay, gate lights, toggle on off. So now when you hit the button, boop, and it opened and it didn't get frozen because we don't have to worry about that. Oh, it's so smooth now. What broke the previous one? Maybe you took a random stray shot from one of those drones and it was disconnected. That might explain it. It's full built. It's all powered off. Yeah, I'm thinking because like there was all that gunfire coming through the hangar bay doors. I'm thinking that must have been what happened. It's the only thing that makes any sense. And I just talked about that too. Like, hey, did you know that you could take shrapnel fire through the shield? That's how I died. Cost 60,000 credits to reclone in. All right, so there's those lights. There's this light. Do I want to put a light up top? I think I do. I think I need to. Oh, those are half blocks. So we do it back here. So maybe here's where the corner lights go. Do them like one in from the edge. That kind of works. Yeah, that works. And then this needs to be red. And the other one needs to be green. Problem solved. Tail nav lights are white. There should be a strobe involved, but I'm not going to setting up strobes. We're just going to leave these the way they are. And then we'll just give these a group name, and then we can toggle them on and off as necessary. Turn off in terminal, turn off in toolbar. We don't want to manually trigger these because they're triggered automatically, and then these are just pedal nav lights. Let's crank the intensity down to a 3 on all those as well, so it's less hard. Save it as a group, off in terminal. Oh, that looks so much nicer. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Now we have this. We're just gonna close it back up, take a new blueprint. So there's been things done. So I should turn off the nav lights group now. So we're not burning power off it. Alright. Taken care of, handled, all done. Now, those jump drives should be charged. And if not, we riot. How are we doing on Purge? Strength is going up still, despite blowing up their ships, so that's not great. But it is what it is. We've broken the air tightness check in this hallway again. Shocker that. Let's go check that jumping point. Charge our stuff. There's random pieces of crap floating around. Alright, turn that back on. Our engines are powered. Our tanks are not locked. That's just outside of build and repair range. Of course it is. Maybe we turn our build and repair on and just go grab the piece. Oh yeah, there's several little pieces here. They just drifted outside of bar range of the station itself. Alright, I don't see anything else. So leave that the way it is. Let's shut off our main thrusters, so we don't need to. No, let's go pick up these pieces too. Let's clean up and be good stewards of our space. Oh, it's got some Bernie bits. It's got some thrusters, okay. Yes, let's take those salvage parts. Maybe don't bump the cockpit glass into them. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Is this anything fun? No, this is a connector. Okay, so. Actually, no, we don't want to turn our thrusters off because then we can't move unless we power on and off because of that bug. So there's that. We got that set. We're going to turn off one of these, and we need to jump, let's say, 1835. should be able to do that. Blind jump 1835. We can do it. We can do it 100%. Let's go. Where does it take us? What shows up here? We're going to cycle that second one back on just so it's available. Alright. We are off to the side of the distortion, but that's fine. We're going to let these recharge as they go. Turn the inertial damps off. We're at 91% fuel. We should be plenty fine. And we're at max speed. So if we find something that shows up here, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's just crank this a little bit and do some zoom. And this was originally set where that spatial distortion showed up, and I don't see anything here. So I think it's probably safe to say that whatever the Purge had here originally is no longer here. So there is that, and I don't know whether that's good or not. They showed up at Station 27 before. They didn't tonight. And I don't know what that means. In fact, we haven't seen them outside of the orbital ring station, so maybe they're focused on the ring station? Right? They keep sending stuff there and losing stuff. Maybe that's part of it. I'm just going to jump back to the orbital ring station. Put that back on so it charges. Once the jump is initiated, you can turn back on other jump drives and it won't impact them any. So, alright. Where do we go? That's the distortion. There we go. This one. Alright, let's go talk back up. We're in a pretty good state. If we need to get out, we can't take all our ships with us, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's also kind of what happens when you build a bunch of large grid stuff. So, let's see. Go this way. Man, when the Hedgehog's empty, it's very, very speedy. I like that. Tanks refilled, engines back off again. Anything inside here we need to dump? Oh, it's just the stuff we picked up, that's fine. There's there's a whole bunch of iron from the smelter. Cool. This is in a good state. They haven't made any meaningful progress. Let's go check our to-do list and mark things off, because we've gotten a good chunk of stuff completed. Other than naming the shuttle. Haven't named the shuttle. I'm going to say this is a slash. And I'm going to say that we successfully tested and named the shuttle because we took it to the station. Frameshift drive worked out there just fine. We're able to get down onto the surface of the moon at Moonbase Sadness using only ions and then get back off with 35 tons of refined platinum, which is well above what the craft was spec'd for. So that's, in moon gravity, pretty solid. Still no clue what the Purge's deal is. So we'll just move this here, because that's done. We're mostly prepared to get out. Actually, let's do it from inside here, where things are slightly more climate controlled and comfortable. We are looking for no refined spice here. Crystal prisms. How many crystal prisms do we have? We've got 14, 24. It's 3,000 crystal prisms. How many do we have on the... That's cool. 7,000, 8,000. Okay. So we have... No, we only have 7,000. Let's move some more across. Gives us almost 2,000 here, which is necessary potentially for repairs as far as platinum goes. Most of the platinum is on the Nazgul, which is where it needs to be, and then of Dorium here, do we have any on... I don't think there's any on the Nazgul. Really? Again? Didn't you just, like, have a... like, show up and shoot my stuff? Did you blow up another drone? They might have blown up another drone. I don't... We don't have this distortion anymore. We're going to leave it, just in case we need to refer to its location. But... we're going to ignore them. Flat ignore them. If we ignore them, maybe they'll take the hint. Alright, I'm not seeing anything with Nazgul coloring on us, so we're going to go with one of the unused cargoes, and we're going to move a whole Messidorium across. Not because we're going to use it, but... okay. That was the thing. Shields are still up, right? I heard him make the quibbling noise. Yep, shields are still up. It's just stuff phasing through. Alright, now this we have to take care of this ourselves right away. This is glitched through and it's gonna destroy our shields because it considers things glitched through, so it's constantly dealing damage. That could actually drop the station. Glitches like that. Like if the shields go down because, you know, we just get outgunned, I don't mind that. I do mind if a glitch happens because of bad collision checks. That I care about. Cool, there's that. What's it? Now I was moving stuff around because Dorium for trade goods. When we do eventually get out of here, we do need to bring that back with us. Speaking of which, how much tantalum do we have? 5K. Oh, 11K. Actually, let's just check the board here. Tantalum. 143. Oh, we can absolutely move tantalum over. 100%. We're not using it for anything on here right now anyway. Rip this over here. That's not what I don't want to put in the advanced assembler. I want it in the unused cargo. You know what, screw it, we'll take a shit ton of titanium while we're at it. We are going to grab the Chronix too while we're at it. 76k tantalum. Yeah, that's the majority of the quest, but I'm willing to bet. Down to almost none. And then Chronix, we didn't have a whole lot, so we picked it up from something that we... A pirate, I think? I think it was a pirate. Yeah. But yeah, we got plenty of tantalum here to make parts if need be. Yeah, I don't know what their deal is, but they're hell bent on blowing things up. So there's all those things, and then oh wait, hang on. How are you doing on soy over on the Nazgul side of things? What about soup? Do we have manufactured goods? Not particularly. Let's just take like a whole bunch of that, and then like the tea. We'll drag a whole bunch of tea over as well. Just so we've got it. I think that's it. Take the mid kits as well. But that covers that stuff. There's these pieces flying everywhere. I'm concerned I'm going to walk out here and there's going to be like something waiting in a spot that the guns can't see just to blast me. Just a gun and an AI trigger. Do we actually take any damage anywhere? I didn't see the building repairs and I didn't hear them repairing anything. But... assume that's not intact and we just can't see it on fire. That's my assumption. So as far as things go, this place is not going to be mothballed, but it effectively is. As far as those things go, we're going to actually, you know, what we should do. We should take down the laser antenna. Oh, we do have the ice drone left. Okay, I didn't see it show up. Well, that's neat to know. Anyway, back to this. We want to take down the laser antenna. See, that one's off. That was okay. It's already off, so it's not burning power there. So the only thing we, honestly, the only thing we actually are using a lot of power for is the shield, and it's kind of necessary. So I don't feel too bad about that. We've effectively mothballed the ring station now. I need to top off the remaining fuel tanks for the rocket fuel. Gasoline is not doing too bad. Rocket fuel, has this refilled yet? Nah. Yeah, it's mostly done. So we'll top back off the rocket fuel on the ship. Then we'll probably be ready to do the last finish-up steps next time. Because this whole save needs to reload because of grid-based air pressure checks breaking entirely. But otherwise, how are we doing? Everything looks pretty decent. Can I go in here to the rocket fuel? That's the battle boat's tanks. We don't care about these. None of these should have stockpile on. This we do want stockpile on so it stays filled, and then these refill tanks, we're just going to set them to stockpile so it drains the main tanks. And that way we have plenty. I don't know if we're going to need it, but I'd rather have it in case it gets needed. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hope. Then outside maybe some more ice. That's full. That's full. We'll turn these off. Stockpile. Currently showing full on everything but activated spice, intentional, and oxygen. That's because it's not properly handling air tightness checks, so every time we open a door, it vents. But that's fine. That's a thing that happens. It is what it is. I think otherwise we're in a pretty good spot, which means we'll be working on shutting ourselves down and then going to the gate jump point to move off system next time, because do need that ice load, but I don't want to do an ice run because they're very boring. It's jump in the elephant, frame shift drive back to Agaris, scoop up ice, jump back. So I'm going to do that in between here and next week, and we'll finish things up for this run through next week. And then I don't have a hard ETA on the start of the next series yet, so stay tuned to the Discord. Discord's the easiest way to know when stuff's going to go. There may be some stuff before now and then, but plan on next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be wrapping up Ares at War, and then potentially some bonus streams this next week, some on PTO. We'll see. I might just decide that I'm brain dead and just want to relax, in which case I'll probably be in the Discord streaming, not on Twitch or YouTube though, and go from there. And we'll see how things go. So thank everybody for coming out. Give it the thumbs up if you would please, if you haven't already. I do appreciate it. It does help this stuff get shown around. And, you know, there's a big backlog of these streams for this playthrough. This playthrough has run for a year. Part 1 was July 11th of 2023. So we have played Ares at War for a full year. And honestly, I don't regret it. Did a lot of fun stuff with this. I need to go through and take final blueprints of everything too, so that'll be an off-stream thing. So hope to see y'all next time. Stay safe, and as always, stay goose.